Yes, I will. I'll be in the road department cutting tomorrow, but the first day that I'm back in my office, I will email you the list. But there was some on Ballard, one on Knox, one on Cherokee.
I couldn't remember.
Oh, it's not the Cherokee, yeah, you'll drive down and figure it out.
I mean, make a motion that we come out of the executive session back in the regular meeting.
We're back to recording. We got
Yeah,
everything. Second the motion to return to regular meeting.
Okay, so we're back in regular meeting at 7:17. And we're old business. Are we still talking about that?
I think we finished that.
Yeah, new business. That's right. Okay. Any new business to talk about? This is the officer's report.
So in the packet, there's
Yes.
oh,
Okay,
I'm
speak
sorry.
up.
We received a letter today from Battalion Chief McIntyre. I make a motion to accept his resignation.
Okay, I'll second the motion.
Details, like, do I know what day it is, or, you know?
He submitted a letter, so,
It doesn't say effective date.
no, this is just, he gave us a resignation, and you want me to read the letter?
Oh, it'd probably be good to have it on record.
It says, after careful consideration, I've decided to tender my resignation with Jefferson Township Fire Department effective 1700 Friday, October 24th. I'd like to ensure sufficient notice is given to work with the township to facilitate a smooth transition of my duties to whoever is chosen to take them on. I'd like to thank the township for the opportunity to serve the residents for the past 9 years. The experience has been invaluable in the evolution of my career and professional development. As I move on to the next phase of my career, I wish the township and fire department nothing but best in the future. Signed, Chad McIntyre.
So it's October 24th then, right? That's what you read. Okay.
Mine.
That is what he put in his letter.
Okay. So when you accept the resignation, you need to have a date to, so that's why I asked for the,
At this point, I'm just sticking with the acceptance of his resignation.
so you're gonna do a resolution later, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying we need a resolution number for this letter.
74. 074. 20074.
Okay, just to reread this for the record, resolution number 20-074, accept the Jefferson Township Board of Trustees, accept the resignation of Battalion Chief McIntyre.
You still need to hear is the effective date in that resolution.
We're just accepting this letter.
Yeah, but the letter, accepting the letter.
You're not part of this debate, Ms.
I'm not,
Edwards.
it's not a debate, you have to do the record correctly. The record is not being done correctly. I'm trying to get you to do things right, and keep us from getting lawsuits. That's all all this township is about, is lawsuits and lawyers. And you're spending the citizens' money on it.
Call the
And there's
question.
no date. Nobody voted, nobody seconded.
Roy seconded it.
You read it again.
You'd already seconded. I was reading the resolution number into
We
the
need a
record.
second.
I second the motion.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to accept resolution 20-074. Any questions? Okay, roll call, please. Tracy?
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee McGuire.
Yes.
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Resolution passes. So we'll sign that one at a later date.
Just sign the letter.
So sign a resolution.
Huh?
So sign a resolution later.
He made that a resolution.
Hmm?
He made that one a resolution.
Oh, okay.
Mr. President, I need to go back to new business.
Yes, we're still in new business.
Okay, Ms. Etten,
Yes.
do we bore paving? Have we?
Mr. Mann, I discussed that with you the other day, and I said you need a resolution in order to transfer funds. To transfer funds because you, a trustee, have approved the budget. And according to the budget, you did not have enough money to pay board. You had $80,000 in board. The bill was $129,000 and some change. So the funds need to be transferred according to Mr. Wolf. But he did not go through the process of getting a resolution done to get you guys to change the budget to pay for that bill. I have stated several times to you and to you trustees that needs to be a resolution to change the budget.
Okay, what do we need on the Derby Road project? Again,
What do you need? Tell me again what you're asking.
you were the one that was supposed to sign some paperwork for that project to go for issue 2.
Issue 2,
Yeah.
I have no idea because nobody's called me yet on that. Mr. Wolf was the
So
one.
you wanna
who
play
explained-
dumb on $400,000?
Excuse me, this is not, he asked me the question, not you. And I don't answer to you anymore. You don't exist while I sit. So stay away from me, you're harassing me. Do not continue to harass me, Mr. McGuire. Mr. Wolf explained that to you, you would have to ask him where you're at.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, you have anything to say on that?
Yeah, the issue 2 application was sent here. It requires the fiscal officer to certify the funds are available to do the project. There is a project manager, it could be any trustee, it could be anybody in the road, it could be the administrator. So they put my name on it, but I can't sign anything without you having the approval of the fiscal officer that you have the funds encumbered. In 2019, that was done with all of your help and choice 1. That encumbrance was done and all paperwork signed. Same project, just a year later, the money's trickled down to you, you received it. So the fiscal officer has to sign or somehow feel comfortable to sign that the money is encumbered or will be encumbered. And the trustees have to give some assurances to the fiscal officer of some type that the funds will be encumbered for the period of time so the fiscal officer could sign the documents. They're waiting, and the deadline, they didn't give me one, but they're waiting because they have other communities waiting on the money if you're not going to use it. and it goes on to the other communities that have filled out their paperwork. And that's where I'm at today. I can't move forward with helping to get the rest of it done till it's certified.
What do you need from us, Ms.
You need to
Edwards?
answer the email from the lawyer. You all got a copy of that email. Everyone, including Mr. Wolf. He asked for some information.
Okay,
Those are your classmates that you're about to screw out of funding, Tracy.
Mr. McGuire, once more, stop harassing me.
okay, let me go to another issue here. The environmental cleanup company, GT Environmental, cleans up brownfield sites. There's no charge to the township for doing that. We just have to pick a location for them and they will take care of doing the paperwork. So, I'd like to know if you guys want to contact them and get this started. We got the list of the Informer Road project out there for the auto parts are.
Definitely. So the scary part of infirmary, on the
Yeah.
junkyard.
Yes,
All right, so we'll go ahead
proceed,
and do that.
yes, absolutely.
All right, I have one other, I'll do that on my report. Okay, that's all I have. You go ahead, Mr. President.
Any more new business? Jim?
We've got a, Mr. Maine, you gave us a proposal for a fire chief. Are you wanting to do anything with that tonight?
Yes, are you gonna do it now, or?
That's your baby, go ahead and propose it.
I have a resolution for the appointment of Doug White as the Jefferson Township interim fire chief in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code. I need a number for that.
20075. Can you please give me the man's name again, please? Mr. You said.
Doug, D-O-U-G, Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T.
Do we have any other information on him to put in the record, or will that be part of the resolution?
You want me to read the,
So it's number 20-075.
okay. The Board of Jefferson, Trustees of Jefferson Township, Montgomery County, Ohio, met in a regular meeting on the first day of September 2020 at 7 p.m. at the Township Meeting Room located at 1 Business Park Drive with the following members present: Mike McLaughlin, James McGuire, and Roy Mann. Whereas the Ohio Revised Code specifically states that Township Fire Chief shall hold office at the pleasure of the board, and whereas the Jefferson Township Board of Trustees have determined it is in the best interest for the health, safety, and welfare of the township to appoint Doug Wright as the interim township fire chief. And whereas the administrator compensation is set at $50,000 per exempt position with an W-2 employee, and will include the acceptance of his 5-year. We're gonna change we're gonna put that 1 year on there, and I will initial that. And we will reevaluate employment agreement plus other benefits to be determined by trustees at a later date. And now therefore be it resolved in accordance with Ohio Revised Code Section 505.031, Steve Wolf is hereby appointed to the position.
That's,
uh,
boy, that's
forget
on this
that.
front.
That's on this front. Okay, let's go back to, now therefore be it resolved in accordance with Ohio Revised Code Section 505.031, Doug Wright is hereby appointed to the position of an interim fire chief, and his appointment with Jefferson Township is hereby effective immediately. The term of the employment will be determined by the Board of Trustees of Jefferson Township, Montgomery County. And I made this motion. Jim, you seconded it?
Correct. Second.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor, 20-075, the resolution to hire an interim fire chief, Doug Wright. Board read the resolution. Any questions?
Mr. President, may I ask a question, please?
Yes.
Or make a comment? Effective immediately means tomorrow, today, because, you know, a lot of this is affecting the payroll, and we have to get it on done, and that takes some time.
What is the best?
I don't know if that would have to be, Steve supervisor of payrolls and benefits, he can answer that question.
So if you want me to answer that question, trustees, it doesn't matter when you start an employee. The payroll records are the payroll records. Whether they work 1 day or a full 2 week, because we're on a 2-week pay period. So it's just whatever you guys decide what, you know, as Tracy asked, what is immediate. Today, 12:01 tonight, going into tomorrow, you have to just make that clear to the fiscal officer.
Is he gonna start tomorrow?
We can start whatever day you say.
No, that's not my decision. Just give a date and that's fine. We need to know because the payroll clerk needs to be able to put that on the paperwork when she puts his paperwork.
All right, make it the 3rd. We'll start.
Third is third.
The resolution says for effective immediately, so you're gonna call it the 3rd?
Yes.
So you're gonna change that on the resolution?
There's no,
See a date on here.
It says effective immediately, so it should be 3rd
Okay,
September.
I got you.
Mr. President, I call the question on this resolution.
So we're gonna cross out effective immediately and put the 3rd? Correct?
That's what I'm suggesting.
We agreed on the 3rd, correct?
yes, but Jim has a question.
No, we're gonna have to initial it if that's changing.
There's several changes. So, we did that with Jim, the 5 year and 1 year, initialed the copy, and the fact that Steve Wolf's name's on here is appointed Township Administrator. That's a mistake. And then the date. So, can we have a roll call, please, Tracy?
Trustee,
You don't have questions? You don't have questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Trustee McLaughlin,
Yes.
Trustee McGuire,
Yes.
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Resolution passes. We're going to have a meet and greet. Probably we have a meet and greet, we need to have a big eat 'em up like we did with the road department. $225.
Can I come?
Okay, any more, we've done 2 resolutions, but we're still on the new business. Any more new business?
There was a letter
Oh, wait a
passed.
minute, we've not done signed resolution, signed, I have stopped, we've not signed resolution.
Well, I have a question on your letter.
On this,
On new business.
okay, just a second.
Okay.
Okay, Tracy?
So there's a paper passed out, another resignation. Did you guys get this? Is this something you was going to discuss or not? I got a copy, so. Another resignation. You didn't want to discuss it?
Is he here?
He's outside, you guys won't let him in. You want me to go get him?
Trustee Mann, are you interested in hearing what this employee has to say?
Whatever the president want to do, yeah, that's fine with me.
I'm going to listen to people's talk.
I make a motion to bring Ben Nora before the board.
And his choice, yes.
I'll make a space for him if I can get back in, if I need to.
It'd be great if you want to.
Yes, sir.
Well, Ben, I've read your letter, your resignation. Sorry to see you leave. Thank you very much for your service. I wonder if you had anything you want to add, anything you want to say?
The biggest thing that I want to say is I've watched this township grow and do something I never thought it would do. And I've now watched it seem like a nosedive. And I know some of the biggest things that we're concerned about is you guys all got to get along. I think that turmoil boils over and runs down the chain, and it may not seem like it in this room, but it affects all of us as employees. And not only does it affect us, but that in turn affects the citizens, which is the main reason we're all here. You know, you guys, I love this township. I've been here for a very long time. I've bled for this place. I've broke myself for this place. I've given up a lot for this. This is not an easy decision. But when it came down to it, it's my cards, my family, and I'm not willing to lose them for here. I thank you guys for the opportunity. All I ask is you guys do everything you can to get along. Make the best decisions for these citizens. They deserve it. So I greatly appreciate everything.
Are you aware we just we're bringing in another fire chief,
Yes,
and you still want to resign,
yes,
okay? Were you part of the employees that got raises when we passed that levy?
yes,
So you're willing to leave a vacancy in our shift after the voters supported giving you more money, new uniforms, new equipment,
yes.
okay?
There's nothing that can change my mind.
Need a resolution number.
Resolution number 20-076.
Oh, thank you, Dennis.
Thank you, Ben,
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
President, I make a motion to a resolution number 20-076, accept the resignation of Mr. Lieutenant Benjamin Nora.
I'll second the motion. So we have a motion on the floor to pass resolution 20-076. Got the number right?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions? Oh, you vote. Can we have a roll call vote, please, Tracy?
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee McGuire.
Yes.
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Any more new business / resolutions?
Mr. President, I have two. Do you want me to do that with my fire department report, or would you like them now during your resolution session?
Might as well do it now in resolution.
All right.
We didn't sign that. It's a resolution. Did anybody write it?
No, there's nothing written.
I'm just gonna, we're gonna use his letter for now. Let's sign it.
They are blank.
Just so when you talk about it, afterwards.
Okay, Mr. President, the first one is resignation of Vincent Givens from the fire department. He is one of our success stories. He's Army Reserve, started with us firefighter and EMT. He has been hired full-time in South Carolina as a firefighter EMT, benefits and everything. So, matter of fact, he was going to work a few more days, but things changed and he's on the road right now heading to South Carolina with his new life. So we wish him the best. He does leave on good terms. The second resolution is a requesting transfer of funds of $1,290 from the revenue account to the fund code for motor vehicles, fire and EMS equipment. The trustees in 18 passed a resolution to sell surplus fire equipment, the Ferrara, the 1994 Rescue, and then just last month passed a resolution to complete the sale to Russell Passman out of Louisiana. He did come pick it up. This $1,290 is the commission that we agreed to with Brendel Lee, Brent Lee Fire Apparatus, so it is a 10% commission. We just need to move the money to be able to pay our bill.
I'd like to make a motion, we adopt resolution 20-077. Jefferson Township Board of Trustees accept the resignation of Vincent Givens, part-time firefighter, EMT, from the Jefferson Township Fire Department.
I second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to adopt resolution 20-077. Are there any questions? Ms. Tracy, can we have a roll call, please?
Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee McGuire.
Yes.
Trustee Mann.
Yes.
Motion carries.
handled that. If they want to, we told them they could.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So next, we have a motion to adopt resolution 20-078.
No, 7-3, these are, mentioned.
Oh, this one was done, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I see that there. Oops. Okay. Make a motion to adopt resolution 20-073, approving the 2020 transfer of funds totaling $12,900.
No,
Yeah.
1290.
1,290.
Oh, the 10% commission. I'm reading right here. Yes, $1,290. Is that right, Mike?
I second the motion.
Thank you. Okay, so we have a motion on the floor to adopt resolution 20-073. Any questions? We have a roll call vote, please, Tracy.
Okay, trustee McGuire,
Yes.
trustee Mann,
Yes.
trustee McLaughlin.
Yes. Motion carries.
We got one more resolution, the first one that's on the agenda.
We're still in new business.
And just don't forget it, though.
Okay.
Okay, since we're still in a new business / resolutions, do we have any more new business? Okay, fiscal officer's report, please, Tracy.
Okay. In your package, you have your, reports. I'm gonna send out the whole six reports I do monthly. I will send those to you in email. Back table, there's a summary fund, summary report for the citizens. I don't even know how to explain, but we need to have a meeting to look at this budget because we're running short. When I get requests to pay on several items, there's no funds in there, and I don't know why people are not looking and seeing or using UAN